It's been a long time since I set up this camera to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac because I simply don't care. I truly hate to say that because this is one of my favorite franchises, but something has gone awry that I've just completely lost interest in it, and I have zero to some commentary on what I have to say. So let's talk about it. Welcome back. I'm Candace. On this channel, I typically talk about books, beauty, and kicks, but sometimes I sprinkle in a little of my popular culture commentary, and I've been getting my feedback wet talking about these Bravo shows. At first, I was really excited. I was so ready because Potomac normally always is a serve, but we've started off very rocky. I can't even tell you why. Like, I just feel like Married to Medicine came in swinging and almost are knocking you bitches off the pedestal. Okay, so let's get into some of my grievances. For one, I am so tired of the Nneka Wendy storyline that I don't want it to be spoken about anymore. We have to move past it. We have to no longer give it energy. We have no reason to breathe any more life into this false narrative that the mom is out to get Nneka, that Nneka is out to get Wendy, that any of this is happening amongst these African queens, okay? Largely in part because y'all both are lying. And it's very apparent to the viewer, not only because editors are putting in the evidence to show that you know all these people and y'all know each other and that's good and dandy, but like, what are we even talking about at this point? Y'all know of each other and y'all could leave it at that. Your mother probably was talking shit like all mothers do and it just got back to her. Okay, thanks. I think another reason why I'm over it is because we're losing sight of why we brought these women together, and that is for fun and entertainment. We caught minor glimpse of it in the most recent episode where they're talking about their sexual endeavors at the table, or even when they're just making light jokes here and there, you know, them hanging out in Robin's room. Like, we missed the lightheartedness of it. Of course, the drama is inevitable because we can't act like these women are really friends. They're coworkers. But we are losing so much of the plot that we're no longer in the storyline. Okay, like, I think another thing that has come up a lot as it pertains to Potomac is that there's no ounce of housewives luxury on this show. And that is a key element that we're missing and has worked in the past, but what are we, season 6, 7? This far along, we should be seeing opulence at this point. If we go back to where Real Housewives of Atlanta was by the time they got to this season, we were in a little bit of a better place than we were season 1. So where is the disconnect and the lack of progression when it comes to this franchise? A trip to Austin, like, is somebody bound to domestic trips? Is there a reason why we can't go international? Is there a reason why we can't have more on the itinerary besides painting interpretations of our vaginas and going to chicken shit bingo? Like, where is the opulence? There are 2 things in the most recent episode that really did eat down, and I have to address it simply because Mia ate with that "is that your mama?" And I know mothers are off limits. I know children are off limits. But it was funny, and it was the lightheartedness that I miss on Housewives. Like, that was fun shade. Because it doesn't necessarily affect them, and it's not like she said it to another person. She told it straight to her. So I think that's fun shade. I do appreciate Wendy saying, because if anybody was talking about my mama, there's some it'd be some furniture moving, some slow singing, and some flowers bringing, okay? But I miss the fun shade. Another thing, let's not be dense today. Let's not be dense today. You might need to go online later and tell somebody, let's not be dense today. Because that eats. Candy Ace ate with that one, okay? Because The person who I have the biggest gripe with on this damn show is Robin Dixon. And it's largely in part because she doesn't care. So why should her castmates care? But they're trying to move from a place of we're supposed to be friends and y'all aren't. So like, let it go. How many times does she have to say that she doesn't care? But when the episode ends, we see her crying. So clearly you do care. So the facade has faded away towards the end of the episode. And I don't know, something about seeing Robin cry in that moment definitely felt like a weaponization of white tear. And I know she's not a white woman, but that's what it felt like, because you've been berated by everybody, including your bestie, and you never felt comfortable enough to show the vulnerability that you are now showing amongst a car of women that you don't even really get along with. I don't see it for Robin. What Potomac needs is another housewife and another friend of that is wealthy. And I mean immense wealth. We're talking about the DMV here. There has to be a politician's wife. There has to be a basketball wife. There has to be an NFL wife. There has to be somebody in that area that can bring the richness back to Potomac. We kind of got that with Monique, but even not to the level and degree that I want to see. Like, if we could get a politician's wife on here who lives an extravagant life, chef's kiss. As always, I'll continue doing my homework by watching the show, because that's what it's starting to feel like. And maybe or maybe not, I'll hike up this tripod and get to talking to you to tell you how I feel about it. We shall see. But otherwise, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.